up, guys? Welcome to Unit 7. Today we're starting with 7.1, and this whole unit is going to be over 2D and 3D shapes, basically, and learning some different things about those. So the first thing we're going to look at is what do I mean by interior and exterior angles of a polygon. And a polygon means basically any figure that is enclosed with 3 or more sides. So like a triangle, a rectangle, a square, all those would be known as polygons, okay? So let's jump into this interior and exterior angles. So the first thing I'm gonna look at is exactly what do I mean by interior angles. So it says here, the angles on the inside of a polygon formed by pairs of adjacent sides. So basically all the angles that are formed inside of a polygon. The sum of the interior angles of a polygon is going to be, the sum is going to be equal to 180 times n minus 2, where n is the number of sides of the polygon. So that means I can take any polygon out there, I can count the number of sides, I can plug it into this formula, solve it, and it's going to tell me what all of those sides add up to. So for instance, if I have a triangle has 3 sides, 3 minus 2 gives me 1. 1 times 180 gives me 180 because we know all the angles of a triangle add up to 180. So that works with a triangle whenever you plug that in. So anytime you have a shape, you can find what all the angles add up to, okay? Now let's talk about an exterior angle. So it says the angle on the outside of a polygon formed by the side of the polygon and the extension of its adjacent side. What I mean by that is, let's say for instance I had a triangle, okay? And then in that triangle I have an extension of my sides here. So right here, exterior angle, exterior angle, exterior angle, okay? And so what happens is it says the sum of all the exterior angles of a polygon, one angle per vertex, all of those are going to add up to 360 degrees. So that means if I added this angle, and this angle together, all those are going to add up to 360. So again, interior angles, plug in the sides, I can find what all the angles add up to. Exterior angles, it doesn't matter what shape it is, all the exterior angles are all going to add up to 360. So we're going to take these concepts, we're going to plug it into our examples, and we're going to solve some problems here. So let's jump to that. All right, so let's look at example number 1 here. So it says, what is the sum of the interior angles of a polygon with 12 sides? So I know if I want to find what all the interior angles of a polygon is going to be, which in this instance, it's going to be a polygon with 12 sides, I know I'm going to use the formula n minus 2, and I'm going to multiply by 180, okay? And that's going to tell me all the sides and what they're going to add up to. So right now I have 12 sides, so I'm going to do 12 minus 2 times 180. 12 minus 2 is going to give me 10. So that means 10 times 180 is going to give me 1,800. I'm just going to add a 0 on the end. So that means all the angles of a dodecagon with 12 sides is going to be 1,800 degrees. Just take the sides, plug it in, okay? So let's take the same concept and use an example number 2. Let's jump over. So right now it says it wants me to find the value of x for the polygon below. So I know all these here are going to be interior angles. So I can find the sum of the interior angles by using my formula I did a while ago. So right now I can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So let's go ahead and find the measurement of the sides. So I'm going to use n minus 2 times 180. Wow, times 180. So n minus 2 is going to be 5. 5 minus 2 is going to give you 3. 3 times 180 is going to be 540 degrees. So that means this shape right now has all the interior angles adding up to 540 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this stuff, I'm going to combine like terms, and I'm going to set it all equal to 540, and I'm going to solve for it. So right now it looks like I have 112 plus 87 plus 85 plus 123 plus 12x plus 37, and all that is going to be equal to 540. So I'm going to combine all my like terms here. So I'm going to combine 112, 87, 85, 123, and 37 together. That's going to add up to 444. So I'm going to bring my 12x over, plus 444 is going to equal 540. So I'm going to subtract 444 from both sides. Is going to give you 96. And then I'm going to divide by 12 on both sides. Is going to give you 8. So that means in this instance, your x value is going to be 8. So what I did again is I took all the sides, plugged it in, solved, and that gave me what all the angles add up to. And then I added all the angles together and set that equal to 540, and I solved for x here. Okay? So I took that interior angle theorem and I solved it there. Okay? So let's jump over to example number 3. All right, guys, so now look at example number 3. It says it wants me to find the value of A. So if we look here, all of these angles are being formed by extensions from my triangle here, or from my polygon here. So I know all these are going to be exterior angles. I know that if I take all my exterior angles, all of those are going to add up to 360 degrees. So that means if I take this angle, I take this angle, I take this angle, and I take this angle, and I add them all together, they're going to add up to 360 degrees. So that means I'm going to take all these, I'm going to combine them and set them equal to 360, and then I'm going to solve for my A. So right now I'm going to take this problem, so I'm going to take 2A minus 3. I'm going to add 85. I'm going to add 5A plus 20. And I'm going to add 10A plus 3. And all of these are going to add up to 360 degrees because I know all the exterior angles of a triangle add up to 360. So I'm going to combine all my like terms. So negative 3 and 85, 20, and 3. Actually, I'm going to do all my A's together first. 2A, 5A, and 10A. So 10A, 5A give me 15, plus 2A gives me 17A. And then I'm going to combine all these like terms. So I'm going to do 85 minus 3 plus 20 plus 3, which is going to give you 105. And all that's going to equal 360. So I'm going to do 360 minus 105, which should give you 255. And then I'm going to divide that by 17, which is going to end up giving me 15. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I combined all these angles, and all that's going to be equal to 360, and then I just solved to find what my A is. So again, I use the concept that all exterior angles add up to 360 degrees. So let's jump over to example number 4. All right, so last on example number 4, it says, what is the measure of angle J? So it wants the actual measurement of angle J. So it looks like all these are going to be interior angles. So the first thing I need to do is I need to figure out what are all the angles going to add up to with this polygon here. Okay, so first thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 sides. So that means I'm going to use the formula n minus 2 times 180. So right now I have 6 sides. 6 minus 2 gives you 4. And if I do 4 times 180, that's going to end up giving me 720 degrees. 720 degrees. So that means all these angles are going to add up together to equal 720 degrees. So let's go ahead and do that. So right now I have 101. Actually, I'm going to do my 2 equations first. So 2y plus 12 plus 3y minus 7 plus 150 plus 146 plus 118 plus 101. And all those are going to equal 720 degrees at the end. Okay, so I'm just going to combine all my like terms. So I'm going to do 12, negative 7, and then I'm going to add all these angles together here, all these whole numbers. So 12 minus 7 plus 150 plus 146 plus 118 plus 101. And all that's going to add up to 520. And then I'm going to combine my y terms. So 2 and 3 give me 5y. And all that's going to add up to 720. So I'm going to subtract 520 on both sides. So it's going to cancel here, bring down the 5y. So I get 0, 0, 7 minus 5 is 2. And then I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides, which is going to actually end up giving me, should be 40, if I'm not mistaken. Should be 40. So that means your y value is going to be 40. So again, guys, I took my interior angles. I had to use the formula I know to solve and what all the angles add up to. And then that's gonna what all these angles are gonna add up to, and I use that to solve for y, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, this is using the interior and exterior angles theorem to solve problems using polygons. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck on your skill test.